Down that small improvements actually win the game. And I want to talk about something that is really happening in the world right now, which is reacting versus what? Huh? Very good. What does that mean?
Instead of letting your emotions get to you, you reflect on what you look like if you use your emotions.
Okay. I'll take it. So reacting versus responding, where we have a lot of people that kind of react to situations with anger on the phone. That we get that customer that we heard before. We have situations that we dealt with before, and all of a sudden we become what? Prejudiced against it, stereotypical against it. And we have a planned action, everybody, for that Medicare call, for that ACA call towards a situation in life. Instead of responding to it, meaning that we take time to reflect on it and we think about it and we understand that every situation, you know what, it is different. It is not the same. And I hate when salespeople say it's all the same shit. It's not. The person in Kentucky is different from the person in Tennessee, and a difference in Florida compared to New York. There is a difference. How come salespeople, we tend to react and overreact every single time?
Emotionally attached.
Emotionally attached? Good. What else? What's going on all day? What? Repetitiveness. What?
Same thing over and over.
The same thing over and over. What else? What's going on all day? Getting told no. Okay. What else? What else is going on all day? You have people accepting no around you. You see, we're the epitome of our closest friends. It is the truth. I say this all the time in all my meetings, but yet no one changes it, do we? No. Because we don't want to let go of what, Brett?
The norm.
The norm. I'll take that. What else? What?
Our familiarity.
Familiarity. Yeah, we don't want to let go of that familiarity. I heard something else over here.
Conditioned to.
What we're conditioned to. Very good. Right, which is definition of familiarity. We don't want to let go of it because then we're going to lose who we are. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to give up my friend because that's what you're supposed to do. No one's asking anybody to give up friends. But we're asking everybody to what? Handle the situation differently. The response. See, the response off a lot of people is automatically, well, no, those are my friends, Mom. Those are my friends, Dad. No, I like him. I like her. Okay, great. But if you have that way of thinking that, hey, we hear no all day, don't try. You get this lead, I'm getting the same shit all day. Did you just get that transfer? Oh, these people don't want to buy. Oh, today's leads suck. Oh, this just sucks. You can't make money. We hear this shit from people around us, and then it starts to what? Fester. What?
Drip down.
Drip down.
It's okay.
It's okay. So all of a sudden we have that it's okay to think that way. That's why as a parent, you have to be mindful of who you put your kids around. Because now all of a sudden you see it. That kid who doesn't want to ride the bike is, I hate this thing. I don't like this. Start to see it. The spoiled little brat. I want more. I want this. Get the hell away from that one. We start to see it as we get older because we're more mindful. We have a different response. We're not just reacting to a situation compared to when we were kids in high school. I like my friends, even though your friends are a bunch of delinquents. Now in sales, we start to gravitate towards certain groups though. And when you become friends with somebody, as soon as you start working or you had friends that work there, all of a sudden you're part of that subgroup, you start behaving exactly like their norm. If you have parents in sales, you start to absorb your father's mentality or your mother's mentality. Maybe they were successful, maybe they're just mediocre. And all of a sudden you have that mentality of, hey, I'm going to do what they say because they tell me this is what I should do. Did you open up the bank account? Did you open up the book and check your stats first before you start behaving like them? Did you open up your friend's life and say, how is their life that I'm listening to this moron? We have to do it, and then we have to check ourselves. Am I a moron that I'm listening to myself right now? You have to do it because no one else would do it for you, because no one else cares. Your friends really don't care what you have, and they'll tell you, I don't care what you have. They should. because I care what you have, and I care what you don't have more importantly. A real friend will put you in a check and balance. A real coach will put you in a check and balance. They will tell you your faults. Cole Miller from the UFC, he did a sick interview over the weekend. He started posting it. And the guy's asking him, hey, so tell me about your career. He said, well, I'll tell you, I didn't have the best career, right? But I'll tell you this, it taught me a lot of valuable lessons. Every time I went in the cage, I figured out what kind of man I was. And I wanted to see if anybody was able to take the man out of me. And no one was. Because every single time I walked out, whether I had a W or an L on it, I learned something. I learned what I should be doing, or I learned what I shouldn't be doing, right? And he just went into this interview so well, and I was like, wow, look at the responses this guy is giving. There's not once he ever had an excuse of, my arm hurt. I had a broken shin. He never had an excuse. It's always, no, I had to learn from it. No, I had to become a better person. It made me who I am today, right? And you look at this guy who had the life of up and down, up and down, up and down, and he's the only civilian to be able to train the armed forces. The only one who was ever allowed. Written down, trains him in jiu-jitsu and combat, right? So I look at different responses from people, but then I look at us and I say, Jesus Christ, we have salespeople that make $200,000 plus a year here. I got salespeople that make $270,000 a year here. But then I have some salespeople that leave here with 6 deals in a day. Whether you're new or whether you've been here, how is that possible? Well, that's how it's possible. Because your belief, no matter how many times I get up here and tell you guys, that is it. The belief of everybody who's here, who managed to get here with traffic or no traffic, you're here before hundreds of other people. We employ 500 people. 500. We're going to 2,500. And I look at it, how many minds do I have to go shift? How many people do we have to go fix? And it's the point of, I have people that leave here, I need to go make money. You could have made money in your last job, the one you had before this one too, but you chose not to. You could have been smarter 20 years before, but you chose not to. You could have done a lot of things in your life, but you're the one that chose not to. Don't blame it on the company. Blame it on you. Blame it on you, because no matter where you go, you're going to be you. And that's what people don't realize, that when you move your feet somewhere else, you're still you. If you don't change, nothing else will. And I laugh when people go from place to place because they just think, well, I'm going to go there, I'm going to make 40 grand a month. I'm going to go there because I'm going to make $2 million a year. Okay. Right? And people repeat that same thing over and over until what happens? Time passes. Then all of a sudden, all this time passes, and they go, I really wish I just stuck to my guns. I really wish I just did that. Right? And there's a band out there, it's called Madball, right? And his name is Freddie Madball, and his brother was Roger Merritt from Agnostic Front, the first hardcore band that ever existed back in New York City when there wasn't even a scene. And I tell you this because he did an interview this weekend as well, and he was talking about how the scene is still so small, but how his band is so big. He's now in his upper 50s, just like his brother Roger, who's in his 60s, and they're performing everywhere in the world, whether it be a small club or a big festival, and they go on and on. They ask them, hey, how come you still do it? He goes, for the love of the music, the love of my fans. He goes, I can't let them down by not playing. He says, yeah, but aren't you tired of doing this? Like, you're older now. He goes, you think I'm older. I don't. He goes, that's a perception of you. He goes, I get up there and I see the kids fucking screaming and kicking. He says, I want to be down there with them. He says, that's why I jumped down there. And he just gave this huge concert in Chile with tens of thousands of people, a place that no one even know what hardcore is. But they know him because he's Spanish, right? And he travels to all these countries and they say, oh, wow, look at this guy. And he says, they think I'm a god. He says, they think I'm a god because I never gave up. I never lost sight of the scene. I never lost sight of who I am. And he goes, that's why people still come see me, because I didn't lose sight. And I don't care if I play in front of one person, 2 people, and or 10,000. He goes, I just have the love of the music and the love of my fans, right? And that's what he was talking about, but it's do what you love, right? And you'll be successful. Do what you love, and people will respect it. But hate what you do, retire early, and retire poor, mentally. And that's the thing with us, that if you don't love sales, this is definitely not the job for you. It just isn't. Who the fuck wants to sell Medicare? It's just not. It's the sale that you should love. Who the fuck wants to sell cars? Really think about it. I love selling cars. No, you don't. No, you don't. We love what? The close, the art of the sale. No one loves selling real estate. Oh, go ahead. Go look at the living room. Oh, well, would you put a couch there? Get the fuck out of here. We don't love doing these things. And anybody who says that they do, you're full of shit. You're going to lie to me about everything else in your life too. You love the money that comes with it and what you're bringing into your life from what you're doing. That's just what it is. That's what it is. You take anybody that does what they love for a living and you make them do it for a living, they don't love it no more. They just don't. Why? Because now it's a what? It's a job. Right? That's why you have to think differently about what you're getting in return from doing what you love, though. And that's the truth. So how do you focus? How do you refocus, guys? I want you to write down what I said once again, which was the small improvement, right, will end up winning the game. But did you know that selling one extra deal a day, 1 to 5% of your sale increase can increase your income by 25 to 30%. How is that possible? Well, 20% is easy, because if I'm selling 4 deals a day and I do one more, that's 5 in Medicare. Well, what did I just do? I increased my income by what? 20%. I put on an ancillary on there, I just increased my income by 30%. So one more sale a day will increase your income by 30%. 2 more sales a day will increase your income by what? Insane, huh? But we don't think that way. What do? Up, time to leave, our friends are leaving. How about this part? ACA agent, my team, I hear this all the time. We just had one, Brett, that meeting you dealt with last week. The hours are too much. No one asked you to work all the hours. You want to work an hour a day? Fucking work. But all you're doing is showing up. There's a difference. The difference is some people here show up 3 days a week. I work too much. 3 days a week? Some people here show up every day, but don't show up. What I mean is you're here and you're showing face going, look at me, I'm here, boss. That's like owning a mechanic shop and you have a bunch of cars in a parking lot, but you show up to work every day. You're not doing anything. The cars are out there. Bring them in. Fucking fix them. Nah, I'll get to it. But they show up. And I look at these people who always tell me this bullshit of, I just work too much. I need to do something else because of the hours aren't fitting in within my schedule. What's your schedule? What do you got going on? Tell me. Well, you know, it's my girlfriend. Oh, okay. So it's not your schedule. No, what you're doing is lying to me, because what you're trying to do is find something else that you can make more money in less time, aren't we all? But how about you just work less hours and just write more business during that time? See, a lot of you that say, I can't work to 7 every day, then don't. Then don't. But write your deals before you go. It's so simple. But then when you go look at phone time, Brett, at 5 o'clock, how many hours of wrap up and breakout time? I'm sorry?
3.
What? I'm sorry? Say it. 2, 3, 30% of the day. So you can literally all go home early if you wanted to, if you worked. But the problem is we tend to stretch things out, don't we? You go, I'm going to take a break. I got time. I can write a deal. Oh, it's 12. I don't have anything. Dude, you got here at 10. You didn't get on the phone at 10:30. You literally worked an hour and a half. An hour and a half. No wonder why you don't have any deals. But we don't look at things that way. Again, what did I say in the beginning? It's your response first. You what? So now, think about if you worked all day and you really worked the schedule, how much money you would make. But then I look at that, and those are the top producers. All they're doing is just working the hours that they're here, right? But if you want to work less hours, just write more business in that time and get the fuck out. Go ahead. Hats off to you. I'll be the first one that says, yeah, please leave. I don't want you here. I want you to enjoy your life. I want all of you to enjoy your lives. If you wanted a different schedule, come to me, but you're still required to write business for you, not for me. For you. And that's the difference between me and all these other fucking room owners out there. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a sales trainer. I develop people. I develop millionaires. I develop people who want to make money. That's my job. That's my job. I develop people that want upward momentum. That's my job. My job is not to go sit on a boat like these other idiots out there. That's not my job. My job is not to use people. That's their job. My job is to develop you so we become greedy and have the largest company inside of the industry, and they're going to have bragging rights once again that my people all fucking make a shit ton of money and are rich. That's what my job is. Your job is to utilize everything you can to keep climbing up the fucking rope and elevating yourself, raising your bank account, raising your momentum, and then scaling up with, you're a manager, you're this, you're that, you're a room owner, you're a business owner. That's what I want to see in all of you. I don't want you down here. That means our company's down here. If I'm not doing a job teaching you all, getting you to the next level, we're not getting to the next level. So I want you guys to realize your trajectory that I'm putting you on is up. But your response to it has to be in coercement. You have to accept that you can be better. You have to accept that you can do more and get rid of the noise around you. Your friends at home, your friends who get a text message from some moron. And by the way, if you're getting a text message for a job, probably not good. I'm just saying. I never once heard Google fucking looking for programmers just doing mass text out to the public population. Hey, you looking for a computer job? Work at home? You're a fucking moron if you answer shit like that. Wow. Anyway. But this is what people do. This is what we all do. Oh, well, they said I can work at home and go make 20 grand a month. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. They did. They did say that. Yes. Not going to happen. It's just, we put these things inside of our head and we want them to be true instead of just going, holy shit, what's in front of me? What is my ability right now? Right? What do I have to do right now? What is my opportunity right now? You got to run with it. But you got to ignore all that noise in your life. You got to ignore the noise in your life of your friend who's in sales. I did that, I do this. Okay, go look at your friend's life and say, yeah, that's what I picture myself as, right? You have to say that first before you start following morons. And maybe your friend does have everything that you have. Follow him, 100%, go ahead. But don't go follow the idiot whose car breaks down every week. Don't go follow the idiot who had to go lease his car, right, and has to fucking go make payments and complains about his check every single week. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's dumb. Why would you do that? Don't follow the guy who lives in the Gables community, who lives in a fucking apartment with a roommate. Don't do that. Well, I'm in sales. I do that too. You should come work here. Why? Why? Tell me why. And I say this with all the most sincerity because I get tired of having to go chase employees. And I told Brett, no more. They leave, get the fuck out. I'm done. Done. No give backs, no take backs. Just get away. Just get away. Because your response to everything in life is you're a consumer. If that's the way that you think, that's the way you were treating our customers. And I don't want a customer like that. I'm looking for a client for life, not a customer for a day. That means you were just trying to go get somebody on the books to go get paid and then you could care less. That's not building a business. But then you're the same person that goes, oh, well, you know, I want to be a manager. I want to be advanced. Really? With the mindset that you just told me that you had? With the mindset of always looking for something else, an easy way out? No. I look for the people like Brett that been in this up and down with me, that owned rooms before, and he's finally like, dude, let's just join forces. Like, what are we doing? Why are we fighting each other? And I'm like, exactly. Like Danny, same thing. Owned the room, fucking been in the business as long as me. Let's just join forces. Let's go. Like, what are we doing? Like, stronger together than apart. That's what I see, that's what I like, and that's what we all realized. That, you know, there is a lot of competition out there, but once you form the superhero team, it's like everyone's nothing. It's funny that you go to another room and they hardly have leads, or they say they do and you go there, it's something different, or they go steal my database and are trying to rewrite my calls as they get sued by my attorneys, right? And I go look at this shit and I just laugh. And I was like, well, was that worth it? Was it? But then I also laugh at salespeople that come in every day and you guys didn't read anything over the weekend. You didn't do any more. You don't know any sales techniques. You didn't ask me about your numbers. You didn't ask Brett about your numbers. You didn't listen to any of your calls. You didn't listen to the top producer call. You didn't do anything. But yet you go, oh, I just got to make money. And we have that over and over, don't we? Right back to the response that you give is bullshit. Because if you really wanted to make money, all of you would be in my office, in Brett's office, calling up Shane and just bombarding us with questions. And how do I get better? What can I do? I just read this over the weekend. I just did that. Can I watch the other sales training video? Hey, Channing, can you help me out with my Medicare sales? I'm struggling. I only have 3 deals today. What's going on? Can you tell me how to get the 6? How is Danielle doing 10 a day? How is Farina's doing 10 a day? I just don't know. Teach me. Those are motivated people. Those are motivated people. Everyone else who just says, oh, my friend does it, and he works at another place and this is what they do. Okay, there you go. As that guy owned, Brett, a under 65 place that was taken out of business the year before and written up about being a crook, and the other one was shut down. The other one was raided by the FBI. Yeah, let's go keep doing that. That makes sense, right? But this is what we do, guys, as salespeople. This is what we do as human beings. Some of you look out the window into space, and I'm like, you're not going anywhere in life. Good luck with yourself. It's so funny to me. I've seen so many people in my career. It's just absolutely insane. I know every single personality in here and who's going to make it and who's not. I know who's going to leave within 3 months. It's just, I just look at it and I think about it in my head. I'm like, oh, wow, here you go. Here you go. Here's another one that wants to go make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year but puts in no effort. Here's another one that wants to make a lot of money but works 2 days a week. Here's another one that wants to make a lot of money, but then, I don't know, they put no effort into reading what they're doing. And it's funny how I can read people now just by body language because of my experience with it. And you're my customer. And I tell my managers in interviews, don't hire that person. I like that person. You could try him. He's good for a few months. That's about it. We just know. Why do you guys think that is? Huh?
Experience.
Human nature? Experience? Huh?
Pattern recognition.
Pattern recognition. Because the way you move, the way you think, the way your eyes move, the way your body moves, I could just tell by the posture, by your attentiveness, what time you get here, right? By the way you look, the way that you care, the way you look, right? People always say, somebody looks like shit, they perform like shit. Guess what? That's the truth. Just saying. You ever notice how when you have a boxer, when they first start out, they're wearing jogging pants and, they're fucking dressed up in their sneakers and they're still looking the way they always did, right? I'll never change. Then all of a sudden they start making paychecks. How do they come out? You ever watch the UFC? All of a sudden they start doing the walk-ins. How are they dressed up when they come in the back? Wearing their sweatsuits all ready to fight? No. They have rings on. They have the necklaces on. They have fucking 3-piece suits on. Like Conor McGregor walking in there with their canes and their hats and their fucking expensive glasses. What changed? Oh, the money. All of a sudden I didn't care about it before because I was broke as fuck. Now I see why I should care about it. You understand that? Right? I don't need an expensive car. That's just not who I am. All of a sudden, they get a paycheck. What do they get? The expensive car. It's funny how money changes people in a positive way, though. All of a sudden, they want to look good. And I look at salespeople. Some people come in here with sneakers, polo shirts, looking like shit, like you're going to a Walmart funeral or something, right? And then you think you're going somewhere. You're not. You're not. And I see these sales trainers on fucking Instagram and YouTube wearing shorts and T-shirts doing push-ups. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, how is that teaching somebody how to sell? Get on the phone! Okay, here we go. Right? You're going somewhere. But people listen to this garbage. Why?
They promise an easy way out.
Nah, the easy way out. All right? Rocky had a theme song, No Easy Way Out. Good song. But I look at it again with the salespeople, your response to everything in life is this. If you want to work less, work harder. Simple shit. You want to get out of here at 6, write the extra deal at 5. You want to get here at 5 because you got kids? Go ahead. Do I ever fuck with your schedule? No. She has a kid. Go ahead. But it's you that messes up your trajectory. If you're young, if you guys have nothing holding you down out of here, you should be making all of your money right now, because I did. I utilized it. Utilized it. When you get older and you got responsibility, yeah, get out, but do more within your time. When you're young, do more within your time and do it all day. And then go party at night. And spend all the money that you made. Have fun. Celebrate. Go buy things and bring that shit into your life. The watches, the clothes, the going out, the tables, all that shit. Do it. You get one of them, one life. And if you guys don't want to utilize it, that's your problem, not mine. You want to stay where your friends are, and you want to listen to these morons sitting around you. Hopefully not all of them are, right? Hopefully you got some good ones. But you better make the right choices. You better follow the good ones. You better listen to the good ones. You better listen to your parents when they told you, right? You are who you hang out with. You are who you represent. You are what you look like. If a hamburger was all fucking bloodied with fucking wilted lettuce on it, would you find it tempting to eat? Look in the mirror. It's what it is. It's how you look. It's how things present themselves to you guys. I want all of you this week to realize we are growing. I'm flying to Arizona in 2 days. A 36,000 square foot office. I need people to keep building. We're going to keep expanding Florida to Dallas, where who on my team went to Dallas this weekend? Farinas, Casey, I know Hugh did. We're opening up Dallas. We're opening up Nashville. We're opening up Louisville, Kentucky, and I can go on and on and on. Guys, we don't stop, but I'm looking for good people. People that actually want to build and want to make money. People that actually want to have intelligence and keep reading and know all of the sales shit. No to Medicare, no ACA, no to ancillaries. And by the way, the ancillary residuals, it is done. Me and Billy are going to be building out the percentages today. And you guys will be able to build up that book of business when you work here. So now you're going to have more streams of income for your people too. You're going to have base pay. You're going to have commissions. Then you're going to have ancillary residual. Oh, then you're going to have bonuses. Oh, and then you're going to have trips. And then you're going to have incentives. Then you're going to have your health insurance. Then a 401k we're going to bring back for everybody. Look at all this shit. Okay, yeah. Not enough. Right, Brett? Not enough. I mean, why would you want that? That's pretty fucking silly. When you go make 40 grand a month at home selling final expense and get it all charged back next month. But whatever. It's your choice. I want all of you to start thinking at a different level. To get in the Super Bowl, you need small wins. Go get a UFC belt, you need small wins to go get the big one. They don't just give it to you. You have to earn it, right? You have to earn it. To become great in sales, you need the small wins every day, Carlson. The small wins. The small wins on the ACA lead to a big check. And everyone has to realize that. Either you sell one big product and you make the commission, or you sell a bunch of little ones to go make the commission. Guess what? Bubblicious, little bubblegum packets, they were 5 cents back in the day. Now, maybe $1, $2, but they sell a lot of gum to be in business, no? Yeah. Welcome to sales. Small products add up. That's the point. Small products add up. There's people that are buying them. I want you guys to have that same mentality. It doesn't matter what you sell, it matters how much of it you do sell and where your mentality is to sell it. Does that make sense? Yeah? I want you guys to write down a goal before you leave this meeting. And if you don't have a pen and paper, it's because just don't give a shit. I want you to future pace yourself. Say to yourself, how much am I going to make today? Future pace yourself. Then break it down. If you want to make $1,000 today, how many Medicare do you have to sell? Let's go. Now, Shannon, If I want to make $1,000 a day in Medicare, do I have to sell 10?
Better sell more than that with your retention.
Keep going.
I mean, I would sell at least 12, so that way the 2 that fall off, because unless you're doing your callbacks, but either way, you'd rather aim high than aim low.
Okay.
Not to mention if you're selling that, and that's only 75.
Yeah. It's either that or you can stack on what? Oh.
Yeah, same.
Oh. So you can put some ancillaries on there to make money. Got it. So I want you guys to future pace yourself. Put an amount down on that paper or your phone, however you're taking notes right now. Then break it down to the ridiculous. And that's your day. Say, this is what I have to hit to make this much money. 500 a day times 5 is 2,500 a week. That's 125 grand a year. Not bad. You want to make 150? You got to sell $3,000 a week. How many deals is that? Hello? How many deals is that?
30 plus, 35 with retention.
30 on 100%, okay?
A few different ways to go about it.
A few different ways to go about it. Well, then write it down and break it down to the ridiculous. On ACA, same thing. Break it down daily into the ridiculous for me. Add up your ancillaries. Now I want you to remember with the residuals, you guys are going to have compounding numbers. Compounding numbers. Let's say you only made $10 a month off of Fidelity. I'm just throwing a number out there. And you sold 10 of them. What is that, Brett? No, that's $1,200. Why? For a year. You understand? You see how quick it's going to compound, right? So how many Fidelity can you guys write a week? Well, now what's going to motivate you to go write more core business? You're writing 100 core, and then you add on only 10 ancillary a week. You're only loading 10%. Well, what are you compounding every week? $1,200. So you're making yourself an extra $1,200 a week just by loading 10% of your book. Now what's going to motivate you to load 20%, 30%, maybe a trio med? I don't know what your go-to is going to be, but look how fast your money is going to start to incrementally increase, right? It's going to be on your screen so you guys can see it. But I want you guys to have inside your head, you get paid to be here. You're getting paid commissions. You're getting paid bonuses. Now you're going to get paid the residuals. Go build yourself a book. Make yourself really good. Get rid of all the shit around you in your life. And if they don't want to go nowhere, you don't want them to go anywhere, then motivate them to think differently. Motivate them to think like you, like a winner, like a fucking closer, right? Bring them up with you. Elevate people around you. Don't stay at that level. Elevate yourself every goddamn day. Never sink. Make sense? Yeah? You sure? Yeah. All right. I want to give my hat off to Shane that I always do, but I have to say this guy is my manager of the week right now, director of the week. Shane was made partner last year, in case you guys didn't know, but there's no one that works harder than this kid. There really isn't. He is so focused on the back end of this company right now with retention, trying to bring everybody up to the next level. It is beyond, and if he's listening, thank you, Shane. It doesn't go unnoticed. Every second of the day, this kid's working. And if he's not, he's shaking. Like, it's insane the amount of work that he does, and he does it for all of us. He does it to bring his company up to the next level. He's just somebody to watch, right? And he's somebody I admire. I want everyone to be like that, though. And you can be like that, and you will be like that. Guys, I want us to be valued way over $3 billion by the end of the year. Can we? Yeah. I want all of you guys to become partners. I want all you guys to open up boxes. Like, this is like, we've been in business a long time, but this is kind of ground level for where we're at right now. You guys just have no idea that these other companies are falling off the face of the earth right now, and we're just fucking climbing. We're going. The biggest banks love us. The carriers love us. Like, it's just insane. Everybody else is figuring out what to do. We already know what to do. There's a difference. Make sense? Yes. Right? Don't ride the coattails. Get on the coattail, right? Let's fucking go. That's it.